Hey guys, welcome back to another Marvel Champions video. I'm Earth Twister, and today I'm not bringing you a gameplay video because he's finally arrived. That's right, Hercules is here, and I am so excited to check him out with you guys. So today we're just going to do an unboxing. I haven't opened the box at all. We're going to do an unboxing of him, sleeve him up, and see what his cards are going to do, and maybe predict how he might perform with the precon that he comes with, and then see where we go from there. All right, I'm really excited about this. I have been waiting so long to get him. He finally came in today, and I am just so excited that he's finally here. Here I am messing up the box, though. Oh, it frustrates me a little bit. All right, so I don't think we've gotten a hero pack quite like this yet. Most of the time they were plastic. So here's our little poster. Set that aside there. Actually, you know what? We'll do this. We'll do this. Close this back up, and we'll leave that there for now. Okay, so of course we get our little poster. Let's see what kind of, yeah, so it's just a bigger blown up picture there of what's going on the box. I think that's super cool. He just looked like he just smashed a car as he came in. That's so cool. You get that mace. And then of course he's got a bunch of different things here going on. He comes with the precon leadership. Yeah, well, let's check out his cars, guys. All right. Open this up. Ooh, it already kind of feels different. I don't know why. It just does. Ooh, this feels awesome. All right, so first off, I like to sit with him in alter ego as I get ready. Oh, man. All right, so we've got Hercules here. Alter ego name, Hercules. Hercules begins the game with a labor deck and a gift deck. Let's see if we can get it focused there. Nope. Okay. New labors of Hercules. Action. If there is no labor card in play, reveal the top card of the labor deck. So he starts with 1 thwart, 3 attack, and 2 defense. So he kind of already hits like a truck. Atonement. After a labor card is added to the victory display, put the top card of the gift deck into play. Ready Hercules. You may flip to alter ego form. Well, that's kind of interesting. That's like a free flip there to alter ego. I like that. So there is Hercules. Okay, we have Defeat the Hydra as the first card of our labor deck. Let's make sure we get some sleeves going on here. Defeat the Hydra. Victory 0. Attached minion gets +6 hit points and gains the elite trait. Attached minion cannot take damage except when Hercules attacks. When revealed, find a non-elite minion with at least 6 printed hit points. Reveal it, heal all damage from it, and attach this card to it. That's very intense. Embody Pathos. Victory 0. Attached side scheme. So this one is an attachment to a side scheme. Gains assault. So threat cannot be removed from attached scheme except by Hercules thwarts, or I guess his attack. So when revealed, find an encounter side scheme that is not in play and reveal it. Treating each player symbol on it as 1 and attach this card to it. Place 6 additional threat on it. Treating each player. Okay, so I guess it's saying that like it basically just becomes as if Hercules was in a game by himself when that side scheme comes out. But then it gets a 6 additional threat. So, okay. Seems like these are going to be kind of difficult to manage. And then we get an obligation here. Protect humanity. Uses 3 labor counters. Victory 0. When revealed, find Amadeus Cho and put him into play. Forced to interrupt. When the villain would attack Hercules, choose one of your allies. The villain attacks that ally instead. After that attack resolves, if Hercules defended, remove 1 labor counter from here. All right. That one seems a little bit easier to do than the other two. Now we're looking at his gift deck. So three other cards. The Nemean Lion Skin. Permanent. Hercules gets +2 hit points and gains steady. After this card enters play, draw 4 cards. That's nice. Just that when revealed sort of response there. Shield of Perseus. Permanent. Hercules gets +1 hit point and gains Retaliate 1. Response. After this card enters play, draw 4 cards. Okay, so I'm seeing that he ends up getting 3 extra hit points just from 2 here, gaining Steady and Retaliate 1. And then this one, Sword of Peleus. Hercules gets +1 hit point, and his basic attack gains Piercing. It is restricted. And then again, you draw 4 cards. So, interesting. So he can get +4 hit points just from having the gifts in play. And he ends up drawing 12 cards extra throughout the course of the game because of these gifts coming into play. So that's actually kind of interesting. I don't know what you guys think about the labor deck and the gift deck. Let me know down in the comments if you think that this is a really cool addition to the game, if this makes Hercules OP, or what. All right. So now we're actually starting in on his deck. We have Amadeus Cho. So he's a 2-cost ally, 1/1 thwart an attack, 2 health points. Genius. That doesn't really help, I guess. Forced to interrupt. When a minion would attack you, it attacks Amadeus Cho instead. So that's going to go well with Protect Humanity. And then action, you can just exhaust him to draw a card. So he's just straight up card draw for you. Again, let's look at this. So he starts with 14 hit points and gain an extra 4. He has a hand size of 6 in Alter Ego and a hand size of 4. Okay, that's kind of rough. Hand size of 4 in Hero. I do like the art on his card, though. I think that's really cool. So Amadeus Cho helps you. It's basically like basically a cheaper Avengers Mansion. That's kind of cool. The Gift of Battle. Reduce the cost to play this card by 1 for each gift card you control. So when you've got all 3 in play, this is a free card. You deal 5 damage to an enemy. Okay, so you've got the Gift of Battle. So that's going to come in pretty, I mean, as long as you're able to get the gifts out pretty quickly, this will come in real quick. So we've got 3 of those. And a 3/5 is really not that bad. I mean, I guess it's not as great as, say, Swinging Web Kick, but when you start having all the gifts out, you're able to use this for free, and it becomes better almost. All right, so now we've got an event here, a 2-cost event, Son of Zeus. Hero action, Ready Hercules, so 2 cost to Ready Hercules. And then if you control at least 1 gift, you ready an identity-specific upgrade you control. 2 gift cards, you gain a tough status card. And 3 gift cards, you get to draw a card. So if you play this card, you get to draw a card, gain a tough status card, and an identity-specific upgrade you control gets readied if you have all 3 gifts out. That sounds insane. So there's 2 copies of that. We get Wisdom of Athena as another event. Again, it's basically free if you have all of the events out, and this one allows you to remove 4 Threat. 4 Threat is pretty big, I feel like. But there's only 2 of these events, so he's going to be a harder hitter than he is going to be a thwarter. Now we've got a 0-cost support here. Exhaust Olympus and generate a wild resource for each gift card you control. That seems a little OP, in my opinion. Gauntlets of Hercules. 0-cost upgrade. When Hercules defends against an attack. So when he defends against an attack, exhaust Gauntlets of Hercules. Hercules gains Retaliate 1 for that attack for each gift card you control. So he'll have Retaliate 1 if he has the Shield of Perseus, Retaliate 2 with this, and then if he has the other 2 out there, that's Retaliate 4. And again, that's a 0-cost upgrade. We get his Golden Mace. Restricted, so he's got 2 restricted. He's got the sword and the mace. When Hercules makes a basic attack, exhaust Golden Mace. Hercules gets +1 attack for this attack for each gift card you control. This attack gains overkill. So he could be hitting for 6 with this card. And piercing, overkill, retaliate 1 and study. Dang. This card looks so goofy. Herc's Helm. When the villain attacks, exhaust Herc's Helm. Reduce the amount of damage this attack deals by 1. Man, he's got some seriously good cards. I mean, okay, so that's just 1 though. So it's not a whole ton, but he's taking less damage. Lion of Olympus. Your hero gets +1 thwart, +1 attack, and +1 defense. But you get rid of it at the end of the round, although he does have 2 copies of these. So it's an upgrade that's kind of like an event. Prince of Power. After Hercules attacks and defeats an enemy, exhaust Prince of Power. Heal 1 damage from Hercules for each point of excess damage dealt to that enemy by the attack. After Hercules attacks and defeats an enemy, exhaust Prince of Power, heal 1 damage from Hercules for each point of excess damage dealt to that enemy for that attack. I can really see an aggression build working really well for him. Although it's not my favorite aspect. Okay, so I really like what I've seen so far. I think now, though, we're going to check out his obligation and encounter set here. Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. And then after that, we will we'll look at the aspect cards and the encounter set that came with them. Okay, so his obligation. Appeal to Athena. Give to the Hercules player. When counting gift cards you control, you are considered to control none. Alter ego action. Exhaust Hercules or spend 2 mental resources and remove this obligation from the game. That really doesn't seem to be that bad of an obligation. I mean, it kind of sucks. Like, it really reduces what you can do with your gifts. But to get rid of it, you just exhaust an alter ego or you spend 2 mental resources. It doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard. Wisdom of Athena. That is fair, though. So these are the only mental resources he has in his kit, along with that 1 wild. All right, so we're looking at Ares as his nemesis minion. He has 0 scheme, 3 attack, 5 health, retaliate 1. Forced response. After Ares schemes, deal yourself 1 face down encounter card. Ares isn't too bad. Another enemy here. The Lernaean Hydra. After a character you control attacks and damages Lernaean Hydra, choose spend a physical resource or Lernaean Hydra heals 2 damage. That's a forced response. It is a response, though, not an interrupt. So if you are able to defeat him right out the gate, it's not an issue. Olympic Feud. When revealed, place 1 additional threat here for each Olympus card in play. And that does have the... comes in with 2 threat and it gives you extra encounter cards. Hercules has twice thwarted attempts to overthrow Olympus, orchestrated by his uncle Pluto and half-brother Ares. Alright, so there's that side scheme. Ares gets an axe, gives him +2 to his attack. Attached to Ares, otherwise attached to the villain. After attached enemy attacks, if no friendly character took damage from this attack, discard this card. I'm a protection player, so taking no damage is kind of the way I like to play the game. Then we've got God of War. Each minion, so when revealed, each minion attacks the player it is engaged with, even if that player is in alter ego form. If no minion activates this way, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded and reveal that minion. That's a hard card to get. That is a hard card to get. Okay, I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to cut here, and we're going to then look at the aspect cards and encounter set. All right, so we are still looking at Hercules here. I have not ordered Wonder Man yet. Plan to do that this next week, and then we'll do a video as soon as I get him with Wonder Man as well. All right, so Deathcry, that is our first leadership ally that we have here. She is a 1 thwart, 3 attack with 2 consequential, and 4 health. When Deathcry makes a basic attack, deal your hero 1 damage. Deathcry takes -1 consequential damage for this attack. Okay, so theoretically, she could do quite a bit of damage for you, but also quite a bit of damage on you. Namora. Aquaria Neptunia. 4 cost, 2 thwart, 2 consequential, 2 attack. Namora gets +1 hit point for each other ally you control. So you're wanting to ally swarm for Namora. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. Oh boy, Thor himself. 4 cost ally, 3 thwart, 3 attack. And then after Thor makes a basic thwart, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Put that minion into play engaged with you. This would be great for, this is like the minion summoning. It comes with 4, he has 4 health. Teamwork. You may use your basic thwart power or basic attack power, exhaust an ally you control, add that ally's matching power to your hero's power for this use. Pretty sure that's a reprint there. So not anything too fancy, but I do like Teamwork. I think it's a pretty decent card. Then we get our favorite leadership side scheme, Call for Backup. So we're looking at allies here. Each player may search their deck and discard pile for an ally and put it into play. I love that artwork there. It says, I already regret this, Rocket Raccoon, and it's Hercules holding Rocket. Oh, man. Oh, I missed the flavor text here. I've heard she can beat Captain Marvel in an arm wrestling contest. Wow. Recruitment Drive. Here's a new card. Alter ego form only. Discard Recruitment Drive and choose a player. Reduce the resource cost of the next ally that player plays this phase to 0. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. We got 3 copies of that. Can definitely stand by that. Ooh, here we go. Avenge Me. Play only if your identity has the Avenger trait. And Hercules does only in hero form. Attached to an ally, max 1 per ally. When attached ally is defeated, draw 2 cards. I don't mind that. I'm not looking for my allies to be defeated, though, necessarily. But again, I do like to use them to my advantage. All right, so that is all the leadership cards so far. Now we're moving into the basic cards that came with him, and I've got to open up my next pack of sleeves here. All right, so our first card here is Gilgamesh. He's an ally, 3 cost, 2 thwart, 3 attack, 2 consequential each, 6 health. As an additional cost to play this card, if you do not have the Eternal trait, confuse your identity. I don't know how I would have the Eternal trait. Ancient Rivalry. Team up between Hercules and Thor. Interesting. Search your discard pile for an identity-specific upgrade and add it to your hand, and then ready Hercules and Thor. Search your discard pile, so it has to be in your discard pile, for an identity-specific upgrade and add it to your hand. And then ready Hercules and Thor. Okay. Ooh, we got some more Limitless Stamina here. It's one of my, I mean, I wouldn't say favorite cards necessarily, but I do like a good ready, especially one that's pretty cheap, like Limitless Stamina. Always Be Running is another great ready from Quicksilver, but only comes in Quicksilver's kit. Ah, another side scheme here. Evaluate threat. Victory 0. Play only if your identity has the Avenger or Shield trait. When defeated, each player may search their deck and discard pile for an Avenger or Shield card and add it to their hand. Reduce the cost to play each of those cards by 2 until the end of the phase. I mean, that would be a pretty good way to get like a helicarrier or something in. All right, then of course we've got our resources here. We've got energy. I do like this artwork now. Energy, genius, and strength. It's like a good artwork here of Hercules. I like that. I like that a lot. Avengers Compound. 0 cost support. Play only if your identity has the Avenger trait, max 1 per deck. Exhaust Avengers Compound. Choose. Tuck 1 ally from your hand here. If there's no ally tucked here, or play the ally tucked here as if it were in your hand. So I guess if you have an expensive ally, you can tuck them there and then wait until you're able to play them. And then we got a reprint here of Helicarrier. So like I was saying earlier, evaluate threat helps you get something like the Helicarrier in. Exhaust Helicarrier and choose a player. Of course, we all know what the Helicarrier does. Helps you reduce the cost that you get. We get another Quinn Carrier here. Now we've got, that's the end of his precon. And I don't know, kind of like that. I'll have to try this, just try the precon out. There seems to be very little that I would change right off the back, right out of the gate. I would have to take a look at it, see what I might or might not do, but I love having these in the deck. And a lot of these, I mean, it's just going to be pretty good, pretty straightforward. Yeah, let's clean this up and then we'll go over what's left in the kit. I mean, besides the fact that there is another copy of Ancient Rivalry. All right, now we have this encounter set, all versus all. Hinder 2 per player. Forced response. After a character is defeated, place 2 threat on this scheme. When defeated, set all versus all aside. So it gets set aside instead of discarded. It comes in and it gives you a extra encounter card. Ooh, Hecate. When revealed or defeated, find the all versus all side scheme and reveal it. So when she's revealed, it comes in, and when she's defeated, it comes in. Forced response. After Hecate activates, place 2 threat on the all versus all side scheme. Doesn't matter what she does, she just has to activate. Kikinos. Retaliate 1, toughness, victory 0, 7 health, 0 scheme, 3 attack. Forced response. After Kikinos activates, place 2 threat on the all versus all side scheme, otherwise place 1 threat on the main scheme. Sorry for the weird cut. I just have to be right back. Yeah, sorry again for that weird cut. Just had to run real quick, and now I'm back. All right, so now we have got Bewitched Officer. Interesting. So one scheme, 3 attack. Aerial, Dragon, Enthralled. Retaliate 1. Bewitched Officer's attack gain piercing and ranged. 5 health. These are some pretty big minions here. Roving Mobs is another side scheme here. It won't allow you to thwart the main scheme. Victory 0. Find the all versus all side scheme and reveal it when defeated. So this really seems to be mostly, I mean, except for Kikinos here, really mostly about bringing the all versus all side scheme in. That's pretty intense. So what was his thing again? So he's Retaliate 1, Toughness, and Victory 0. So after he activates, place 2 threat on the all versus all side scheme. Otherwise, place 1 threat on the main scheme. You really don't want him in play at all, because he's going to be building this up really quickly when he activates or he'll be getting threat on the main. That's kind of rough. Well, guys, that is what comes with the Hercules Hero pack. He seems pretty interesting. I haven't played him yet. I'm looking forward to playing him and checking him out. We'll have to see about getting this encounter set in a game here. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below of Hercules. If you've played him, let me know if you've enjoyed playing him. And see you guys in the next one.